2026 continues to be an amazing year with a wild month of new releases on Steam in May. Dinosaurs, cat girls, zombies, succubi, and so many different kinds of monster girls. Most importantly, so many different games with actual gameplay. As always, all links to where you can buy the games can be found for free on my Patreon. First up, we have Tamer, King of Dinosaurs. Based on the series of novels by Michael Scott Earl, this is totally a throwback to 20th century pulp fiction, and I'm really looking forward to playing this dinosaur-infused power fantasy harem adventure. And I will totally be reviewing this game once it comes out. My expectations are high, but then they were also high for Planet Lust. No pressure, devs. Tamer, King of Dinosaurs is available for PC on Steam, Patreon, and itch.io. Continuing with developers that I am watching closely, we have the Steam release of AICOMI. I reviewed this spiritual successor to Koikatsu Party last year when it came out in Japan, and while this does not include the recent Night Tour expansion, it is a more fleshed out version than what I reviewed last October. Well, as long as you can get the patch to work. Fortunately, the community support for IllGames titles is really starting to grow. While still not the massive community that their former company Illusion had, things are starting to move in the right direction. AICOMI is available for PC on Steam and DL site. I have been waiting for our next release from Mango Party, Cat Island Petrichor, for years. You play as a cat, and while the game does have a content patch, that patch isn't really explicit. Still a ton of fun, and I'm also planning on reviewing this game as well, solely because you can play as a cat. Cat Island Petrichor is available for PC on Steam and DL site. Another title from Mango Party, 緋月仙行录, is only releasing in simplified and traditional Chinese. I mean, I totally get why. This is a very culturally Chinese game. However, I think that Western audiences could enjoy a female protagonist cultivation and corruption adventure using Chinese mythology. Hopefully we'll see an English release in the future. 緋月仙行录 is available for PC on Steam. Another Taiwanese release that thankfully is available in English is Stranger Maidens, Please Protect Me. This is a squad-based roguelite action RPG that will seem very familiar to fans of the genre. With 6 monster girls to interact with over 19 stages, this is a solid entry into the rapidly expanding survivor space in our industry. Stranger Maidens, Please Protect Me is available for PC on Steam. Speaking of familiar seeming, next up is Amazons vs. Zombies. I am honestly shocked that it has taken this long for us to see a version of Plants vs. Zombies release in our space. Unfortunately, there is not much I can show. So I'll take this moment to thank all of my YouTube members and patrons. Most of my videos are demonetized and suppressed by YouTube, and you all are what keeps this channel alive. Aside from my eternal gratitude, members get access to channel updates, monthly videos, and I just started a new series covering much more controversial aspects of the video game industry. Amazons vs. Zombies is available for PC on Steam. There are a few visual novels on this list, including our next title, My Demonic Romance. This lighthearted alternative romance is from the same developer that made Love and Sex Second Base, and gives players a ton of optional flavors to explore in this surprisingly adorable slice-of-life journey. My Demonic Romance is available for PC, Mac, SteamOS, and Linux on Steam and Patreon, with an Android version on their itch.io. I am just realizing that there are 2 free-to-play games on this month's list with our next title, REDACTEdquake Legion. While I normally don't cover them, you all have requested that I talk about free-to-play games when they are very popular or very highly rated. I suppose no shaming also means that I need to cover free-to-play games like this idle clicker if they earn the spot. I'm sure many of you will have a lot to say about this in the comments. Please be kind. REDACTEdquake Legion is available for PC on Steam. Continuing with totally non-controversial themes, we have Fuda Fucks Femboys. This and our next title were incredibly popular in the last Next Fest. Fortunately, the title tells you everything you need to know about this card battler. I expect this game to do very, very well, and the developer has already announced a DLC and additional skins. Who Da Fucks Femboys is available for PC and Mac on Steam, with an Android version on their Patreon and itch.io. Our second card battler, Succubless, places you on a beach vacation full of succubi. As a pale-skinned redhead, beaches are dangerous enough on their own without having to deal with a demonic horde of degenerate gamblers. So I guess this would literally and figuratively be hell for me, but I can totally see how this is going to be very popular with a lot of people. Succubless is available for PC on Steam, with an Android version on their Patreon and itch.io. On the topic of summer, next up is Heatwave, Sam's Day. This yaoi harem visual novel gives you the choice of playing the game in a more passive or active way. Basically, you can choose whether to pitch or receive, which is a very important distinction in yaoi games. Heatwave Sam's Day is available for PC, Mac, SteamOS, and Linux on Steam, with an Android version on itch.io. And finally, from the creator of Man of the House and Mistwood Manor, we have Midnight Sin. Now, while the main character may look like they are also from a yaoi game, I assure you this is a purely heterosexual cohabitational harem game. I totally pinky swear. The gameplay is closer to Man of the House than it is to Mistwood Manor, but if you liked either of the previous titles, then you will likely enjoy this suspenseful mystery. Midnight Sin is available for PC on Steam and their Patreon. There you have it. I am so excited for so many of these games this month, but my focus is clearly on the dinosaurs. Let me know what you're most looking forward to, and what you think are the best alternatives to beaches for people who are functionally vampires. And until next time, no shaming, just gaming.